Alrighty, welcome back. You're watching Liquid Lunch on Biz TV. I'm John Tobacco. No, that was not Donald Trump, our president, but it was one heck of an impersonator. Johnny D. Domenico did a whole bunch of little promos for us months back. And while there's probably 6 or 7 different ones that he did, Nico, my producer, loves to select that one because he... of course, makes fun of my hairline, which happens. But anyway, look, business folks out there, we are in a scary, scary predicament here, okay? All your small businesses, all your work-from-home businesses are literally under attack right now. And especially if you live in a blue state with a blue governor or a blue city with a blue mayor, they have a vested interest in not allowing businesses to go back to full operation. Believe me when I tell you, it's an orchestrated left-wing plan to keep Joe Biden in hiding, okay? Keep Donald Trump off the campaign trail, and suppress this economy no matter how much they have to do, to the point where they have activated the left wing, okay? And people say, oh, those silly liberals. I'm liberal in a lot of ways, okay? And I've said this many times. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what sex you are. I don't care what you identify as. I don't care if you want to smoke pot. I don't believe that the government should be involved in women's wombs. So there are a lot of things that even me, your friend Johnny T, I'm liberal on. These people from the Black Lives Matter movement, they are not to be deemed liberals because they're not. That's what we think is the worst thing you could say about them. No, they're real left-wing liberals. They're not. They're American communists. They want a socialist society. They're telling us straight out. Joe Biden put out a whole manifesto the other day that Bernie Sanders and AOC and Elizabeth Warren dictated to him. Okay, and you know what it talks about? He doesn't say the words defund the police, okay? But what he does talk about is eliminating and cutting down to almost nothing Customs and Border Patrol to keep our country safe. ICE, they want to eliminate ICE, immigration, okay? So those are all law enforcement agencies. So although they craftily kept Joe Biden away from signing on to defund the police, his manifesto that the American communists put together for him lays out quite clearly the diminishing law enforcement departments that he wants to have in this new Biden's Communist America Party, okay? It's freaking scary, all right? My father's a cop. I'm proud as heck to support the cops. I've done rallies. I attended the Boost the Blue rally that was here in Staten Island the other night. I've done all kinds of different fundraisers over the years. I'm a cop's kid, so I'm allowed to support cops, and that doesn't mean I'm against Black Lives Matter, because I am for the sentence, yes, Black Lives Matter. I am against this sham of an organization who has hijacked a sentence, turned it into a hashtag, and created a no-win situation for anyone who doesn't say, yes, Black Lives Matter. And they're not looking, it's evidenced everywhere. Hundreds and hundreds of kids are being shot all around the country. Majority of them are same race crimes, okay? Kids, coronavirus, I think, took so far under 18, I think 50. Do we have that number the other day, Jess? Like 50 people died in the whole country, 300 million people. 50 kids under 18, I think, have died. Most of them have pre-existing conditions, okay? Hundreds of kids have been shot, some to death, some seriously injured, have been shot with a gun since the whole defund the police has started happening. So if Black Lives Matter, why isn't Al Sharpton out there at Donnell Evans' family house in the Bronx after he got killed, in Brooklyn after he got killed, a 1-year-old kid? Where's Al Sharpton? Where's the gold coffin they had for George Floyd? Where's the $14 million GoFundMe page for all these parents? And they got to go on Fox News. They got to go on Fox News, which the left hates. And these crimes are happening in inner city. A lot of them, not all of them, okay? They got to go on Fox News to tell their story because the left don't want to put the truth in front of you. They don't care about black lives unless it's a way to foment hate and fright and terror. And if it's a black person who's killed by a white cop, then that's a check all the boxes, round all the bases, go directly to jail, do not pass go. It's the whole enchilada for them. And anything else, all these other lives that are black lives, they don't matter because you don't hear about them. But you keep hearing about defund the police. Okay. I want to thank Mesa, Jess's mom, who stays tuned to the show all the time. And I try not to be a homer and only use like memes and pictures that come from my friends and my team. I try to use them from everybody. But on this one, there was a beautiful, peaceful, pro-police march. Okay, take a look at that. Now, last week in New York, there was a peaceful clergy march, and some agitators didn't want it to look good, so they came out and busted it up, started smashing cops over the head with canes and all this other stuff. A number of cops were hurt in it, okay, because they didn't want to agitate it. So you saw that all over the news because the lady was smashing the cop over the head with a cane. I didn't see this anywhere. It took Mesa, Jess's mom, to send it to Jess and say, send this to John. Look how beautiful that is. Look how many people are out there peacefully supporting the police. And then I think we have a little video of some violence that broke out. Yep, let's take a look at that. And then I don't think they can hear me. You don't see any news media saying, hey, look at all these people that are out there in support of the cops. My good buddy, Citizen Scott, they call him. He's the conservative artist. He paints the flags. He painted flags across the whole country. Had the Boost the Blue rally last week to people to get together and stand up for the cops and say, hey, we're with you. Hundreds and hundreds of people turned out. Yesterday, he tried to start painting a blue line on the median, on a main street that runs from one end of our little town here to the other, Staten Island, New York. And as he was painting the blue line, not defacing Black Lives Matter, putting a blue line next to it, these animal protesters are behind him, scrolling all over the blue line, all kinds of stuff. And it's like, we're at a bad point right here. We're going to pick it up in just a couple of minutes here with Toby Mathis. He's an attorney, financial analyst, and business tax expert. Talk about the emergency declaration and tax day, which just passed. Quick break, more Liquid Lunch after this.